to another Wild Ginger Running live broadcast. Just going to shout out a few names here to start with. Tim Croft is ready and waiting. John Watt says evening all. Absolutely fantastic to have you with us tonight. So tonight, in a slight change from the programme, the scheduled programme, there is no Adam Smith tonight. Sadly, his van broke down. So Adam is from Adam Smith physio and rehab, and he was going to talk to us. There was tons of really good questions for Adam about rehab and injuries, running injuries, and he is unfortunately not able to join us tonight because he is trying to repair his van. So I'm really sorry, but we've scheduled him for next week, so tune in next week because I know loads of you had tons of really good questions for Adam. But this week is all about inspiration. So if you're here on the live chat, there's loads of people joining us on the live chat now. So once you've said hi to everybody, if you could just type something that inspires you to run. Like it might be a person, it might be a route, it might be a certain piece of gear that you just bought. So what is lately inspiring you to run? Because tonight's program is all about inspiring people who follow this channel. I've got some little interviews with those and I'm going to go through them with you. I'm really excited to share them with you, and I'm going to be sharing what people have been up to in the Facebook group as well. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So type in the comments what inspires you, or who inspires you, or what bit of gear inspires you lately. And then I'm just going to go through what's in the competition this month before we start. And I'll just explain what Patron is as well, because we've got a few Patron meetups coming up. So it would be absolutely fantastic to see some of you at some of them. So first of all, update on this month's competition. It's really, really good. So hold on to your hats, guys, because the first thing that you could win in this month's competition, which is patron only competition, it is exclusive to patrons. If you sign up to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/wildgingerrunning, then you will automatically be put into the hat to win £400 worth of trail running goodies every single month, plus sometimes second and third prizes, which we have got this month as well. So the first prize that you are going to win is a combination of all these products. So first of all, a silver Cross Trail 5 Ultra head torch worth £155 actually. Then this is a really cool, the Jaybird X4 headphones, especially for runners. So I got given a pair of the upgrade of these at the UTMB, and I'm going to be reviewing them soon on the channel, but they've given me these ones for competition this month, and then hopefully the pair that I've got to test hopefully will be next month as well. So that is the Jaybird X4. Then we have some goodies from Horton. They did really well in a recent test that we did with at the last patron meet. We tested a load of nutrition and this came out really, really well. So I've been in touch with them and they've given us £50 worth of the drink mix, which is the big packet at the back of that picture there, 320, and 2 bottles as well. So these are really pricey, so it's really, really good to have these as a prize to give you. And then the final part of the big prize is this Columbian Duffel Bag, which we got given as journalists at the UTMB. So you can have this. It used to be mine. I will give it a brush up, but it's a really, really handy duffel bag that also has backpack straps. It's 22 litres big and it's worth £100. One sad thing, it did used to have a UTMB symbol on, but it wore off like within a day. So really sorry about that, but I have got some Tipp-Ex. If you've got Tipp-Ex, you could write UTMB on there. But basically this is a really, really bomb-proof handy bag, apart from the random UTMB thing that they put on the side of it. So that is the first prize for the September winner. Then I have got a couple of other little goodies that I have saved for you from the UTMB as well, because if you're pressed, like, people just give you stuff, so I'm saving it all for you guys. So this is what the Pascale team gave us. This is going to be the third prize. This is some formula stuff. I'm guessing it's around like, I don't know, £5, but it's some long-lasting energy recovery and speed stuff. You put it in your drink and it makes you go faster. So that's the third prize. And then second prize is this hat that I also got from the Jaybird presentation. So there you go, a lovely hat modelled by myself here. I think it's probably worth about £20-25. So that will be winging its way to you if you win the second prize this month. So stay tuned to Wild Ginger Running to find out who's won the competition this month. Okay, so what is next? Without further ado, I now need to explain Patron, because we're going to be talking about the patrons who inspire us this live broadcast. So Patron is basically, I've just told you the website, www.patreon.com/wildgingerrunning, and it's a place where you can sign up to support the YouTube channel, and you get certain perks in return. So I've just explained about the competition, but there's also Wild Ginger Running merchandise. You get to ask me questions. It all differs depending on the tier that you go for, but everybody, no matter what tier you're in, gets entered into the competition and also gets to go on our meetups. So these are exclusive to patrons, and we talk about them in the patron only Facebook group, and also they get listed on the Facebook Strava Club as well. They're exclusive to patrons. No one else is able to join those. So we've got a Christmas meetup, which I'm delighted to share with you. That is the brainchild of Guy Greatorex, who is the top patron, and he has organised a Christmas get together near his home in Macclesfield. We're going to be running through Macclesfield Forest, so if you want to meet us, that's the next time where we're all going to definitely get together. We're going to, like, I don't know, wear tinsel on our hair, and I'll bring some mince pies and stuff. It's going to be really, really fun. Can't wait to see Guy's local stomping ground, because he sent us loads of pictures and it looks awesome. Then the next time we're going to be meeting up is the running show, so we've got some plans around that, so I'll be letting you know a little bit later on. Guy has also had some ideas around that, so that's really cool. Then I'm going to be at the Manx Mountain Marathon in April. That's the 11th of April. I know Rob Jordan has already signed up for that race, so if you're thinking about it, just Google Manx Mountain Marathon and it will show you the website. You've got a choice between a half marathon and I think it's 30-mile option. I'm going to be making a film with a 30-mile option, and exclusive, I spoke to Joss Naylor this morning. I rang him and I said, "Hi Joss, the guys from the Manx Mountain Marathon would like you to come and hand out the prizes. Are you up for going?" And he said yes. So all being well, Joss will be there to hand out the prizes. So Joss Naylor, hopefully you heard it here first. If nothing bad goes wrong, he will be there on the 11th of April at on the Isle of Man. So if you've never been to the Isle of Man before, it's an amazing place, but Joss Naylor's going to be there. So why wouldn't you sign up? So that is April. And then June the 13th is the Neen Valley Races 10 and 20 miler. So this is a race, a couple of races that me and two other ladies from our local running club are organising. So it would be just really, really cool if as many of you came along as possible, and then we can all just, like, there's free camping there. It's just in a big field near where we live. I took some of the patrons on the 10k route recce, the 10-mile route recce, I mean, last month, and they all agreed it was really wonderful. It's a really good beginner trail run. It's it's quite straightforward, the trails. It's through fields, it's on disused railway paths. There's a little bit of water to negotiate. You don't have to go through it, you can go around it, but it's just a really, really nice run in a really nice scenic area of the country. So 13th of June, put it all in your diaries. 10 miles, 20 miles on the Neen Valley trails. Fab. Okay, that is all the news. First of all, I'm just going to read out a few of your comments, because I think people have been saying what inspires them. So I'm really keen to see what people have been inspired by lately. Oh, wow, somebody is watching from New Zealand. Hello, Kerry. Wow, watching from New Zealand. Now that is dedicated. Morning. Fantastic. Okay, so right. So Fergus Stevenson says Gary Robbins has inspired him. So he's the guy who the Ginger Runner was doing a lot, followed him quite extensively over the last few years because he was training to do the Barkley Marathon. So yes, absolutely amazing. And if you haven't seen the Barkley Marathon films, then I recommend them so much to everybody. They're absolutely inspiring, and whether you want to do the race or not, they're just a really great watch. So Tim Croft is inspired to get fitter. Oh my goodness, we've got somebody watching from Japan. This is cool. I love how, don't you just love this? Like 5 years ago or 10 years ago, when did I first start my job? 15 years ago now. The internet wasn't even a thing. No one was even on Facebook. I remember when I first started as a journalist, asking people if they had an email address. Now, if somebody doesn't have a mobile phone or an email address, you look at them as if they're mad, don't you? So Guy Greatorex, his reason for running is adventure. Oh wow, loads of people are inspired by just the actual being on the trail. So Maruza Asara Bakara says breathing in the smell of the forest and then giving back the trees their own breath while I run is how I meditate. Very interesting and nice to use running as meditation. I also do that. I don't think, oh, I'm going out for a run, I'm meditating, but you just find yourself in this kind of flow and Zen mode, don't you? That's great. Cool. Brilliant. So John Watts wants to be fit and healthy, example for his kids, but also it's good for mental health too. That's fantastic. Yeah, it definitely clears away the cobwebs at the end of the day, doesn't it? And however bad you're feeling, you never regret going for a run, do you? Unless you get an injury, obviously. So Run Simon Run says he runs for his health, keep positive and upbeat, and mental health in tip-top condition. Maybe we should get in a guest about mental health in the future as well, because it's definitely a massive boost, isn't it? Fantastic. Great, we've got someone here from Germany as well. So this is a real evening of everybody here from around the world. Fantastic. And Tim Croft says he runs mainly for himself, but as a way of clearing his head after stressful shifts. Fantastic. Mark Law is watching from sunny Stamford. Fantastic. I'm in sunny Stamford too. It was very sunny today, wasn't it? Absolutely beautiful day. And Northern Ireland. Wow, cool. There's loads of people. Bordeaux. Bonjour from Bordeaux, Neil. Amazing. So Neil is running for physical and mental well-being and to push his own limits. So Carl Southgate's got some inspiration. Sage Canaday was one of his original inspirations after seeing him run at Tarawera in New Zealand, one of Carl's first ultras. Then he started following him. Yes, Sage Canaday is amazing. He has his own YouTube channel, and actually Sage is coming to the Skyline Scotland, not this weekend but next weekend. So I will be trying to catch up with Sage and ask him some questions. So yeah, if you've got any questions for Sage, then definitely message me on Patreon and let me know. Yeah, Kev JH, definitely agree with you there. The hardest part is always the push out of the door, definitely. Fantastic. Robert Jordan is back from running club and his coach has been killing him again. Good for you, Rob. Getting it done. Fantastic. So somebody's inspired by some gear. Sue Hewitson has been inspired by her new Innovate jacket. It's new, it's waterproof, and it's raining a lot in Scotland. Fantastic, Sue. It's always good to get a new piece of gear to inspire you to go out, especially when it starts to get a bit rainy, isn't it? I've got a load of head torches, silver and Petzl head torches. I've got the whole range from both of them. So I'm going to be using those over the next couple of weeks. So watch out for some reviews about those too. Fantastic. Leon Young says hello Leon, and Renee Faint says hello from Illinois, US. Fantastic. I've just posted you your buff this morning, Rennie, so I hope it gets to you soon. Fantastic. Kerry Hanley says Courtney DeWalter is inspiring. Yes, if you haven't checked out the interview with Courtney elsewhere on this channel, then do so immediately. It's in the UTMB playlist if you can't find it. Everything to do with the UTMB is going in there. fantastic. We're getting tons and tons of inspiration. And even Tom Cruise has got Marlo back into trail running in the 90s. Amazing. It's amazing what it can do if you see running in the media. And George Moss says, my inspiration is the solitude of running, the South Downs and seeing the sunrises on a Sunday morning. Great. So loads of people inspired by the general ambience of trail running, the atmosphere of being out on the trails, and know that's why everybody loves it. So now I just want to show you a little piece about a lady that we've been following in the Q&As that I've been putting out mostly once a month. We've been following a lady called Pascale Matheny. She's been doing the OCC, and last weekend before last in Chamonix, I didn't actually, we tried to meet up and it didn't go to plan, but I have managed to get some really awesome footage of her finishing her race, the OCC, which was 55 kilometers with 3,500 meters of ascent. It's like the biggest thing Pascale's done ever in her life. And then amazingly, her husband interviewed her for me. So I just want to share this with you now, because if you tend to get inspired by people who aren't necessarily elite athletes and they're like you and they're doing the same things as you, I've been very much inspired by Pascale and her race. So this is her finishing. It's quite funny because two people dressed as trees are in front of her. So yeah, it's quite a short clip, but her mum follows her through running after her. So let's just watch this from Pascale here. There she is. There she is. That's Pascale finishing, and then this is her finish line triumph. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. She was loving it. So really, really proud of Pascale for doing that race. And this is her post-race interview.
So, Pascale, it's been a week since you returned from Chamonix.
Yes.
You're still wearing UTMB hat.
Yeah, I've been sleeping with it for a week. I worked so hard with it that I'm sleeping with it now.
Okay. Just the hat.
And the medal.
Yeah. So let's talk about the race. So, on reflection, how do you think it went? How do you feel it went?
I think it went really well, better than expected actually. I was really worried about the hills, living in the really flat area here. The training has been a bit hard, so trying to find enough time to train to have enough climb. So so I did better than I thought I would, so I was quite happy with that.
It's good. Yeah, no, you did great time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what were the highs and lows of the race?
I think I started quite strong. I was quite happy for like two-thirds of the race. Then started suffering a little bit from the heat and couldn't keep much food. Couldn't eat much at all. So I think the low for me was the last big climb that was going on forever. Like it really seems forever and ever and ever. And I think the highest point is when I actually reached the last checkpoint, which was on top of that big hill. I almost cried in joy that I wouldn't have to climb anything anymore when I saw it. And then from that time I knew that I would finish the race. So that was a nice feeling.
Yeah, brilliant. So would you recommend the race to others?
Oh yes, definitely. The atmosphere is extraordinary. There is nothing that can beat that. So the whole Chamonix town is transforming in that big running festival. Everybody's cheering the runners. People don't know you and you have hundreds of people cheering you at the end of the race. But also during the race, all the villages we went through, people were really happy to see us, cheering us. The atmosphere is unbeatable, really unbeatable.
So will you be back next year?
I don't know
what race are you looking at?
I have enough qualifying points to try to get into the CCC or the TDS, so I need to think about it. So the one I did now is the OCC, which is 3,500 meter climb. CCC is twice the distance, with probably twice the climb, and TDS is like 9,000 meter climb. So yeah, I need to make sure I can have enough training. But yeah, I think I will try. I have the point anyway, might as well try to enter.
Exactly. Go for it. So, finally, is there anything that you want to say to the supporters at Wild Ginger Running?
Yeah, I really would say a big thank you. It was really nice to have the support. Really nice. Thank you, Claire, for putting me on the spotlight. I'm a bit shy, so for me it was a bit of an experience, but it's really nice. And I'm really happy if I inspired people. I know, Claire, you said I inspired you to try to get into UTMB. So yeah, really happy to inspire people, especially women, because there are not that many women doing the toughest race. So I really want to encourage women to be bolder. Just go for it. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
There we go. That was an absolutely amazing interview from Pascale there. Sorry if there was a bit of feedback on that video. As you all know, I'm not the most technically minded of people, as we have proved over the last few live broadcasts. So if anybody knows why there would be echo on the things that I'm playing out to you, then just let me know. But I will put in my headphones for the next one, just in case that's why. Okay, so now I want to show you some really cool stuff that's been happening recently, and why as well. I want to show you these posts because this came from David Wilson. So David said that he's more interested in other people's stories than the pros, and he wants to have monthly chats with patrons, so like hearing everybody else's races, nutrition tips, and everybody's ideas. And then he got a reply from Abby saying exactly the same thing. So she was going to suggest this too, and there are so many patrons who do amazing things like Pascale, that they want to hear from some more of the patrons. So I did ask Carl, who I think is watching now, but he is a little bit shyer, so he didn't want to come on the live broadcast tonight. Rob was at running club and also working, but I have got a video to end with tonight of that Rob's son has put together, because Rob amazingly has lost 4 stone in his trail running journey. So we're going to hear from Rob at the end, but I just want to show you a few little things from everybody else on the patron page, because we've got this Facebook group, and as soon as I set up this Facebook group, the patron Facebook group, everybody just came alive, because everybody was posting all these pictures of their races and pictures of what gear they've been using, and just letting everybody know what they've been up to, and it was really cool. So first of all, I'm going to share with you some things that have been going on lately in the Facebook group. So we have Adam Nodwell. So Adam has actually got his own YouTube channel, so definitely check him out. But this is him going up Dale Head. He was doing the Borrowdale fell race, and he's made a film of it. So this is another picture of him, a bit of a scrambly bit there, and he has made this film, which you can check out at your leisure. So he's done a series of 6 fell races over the summer. And he now wants people to recommend others for him. So if you check out Adam Nodwell on YouTube, then you'll be able to find some fell race inspiration. So that's been really cool to look at as well. So this is from Kat Roberts. So she has been running and walking the Yorkshire 3 Peaks over the weekend to raise funds for a poorly friend. This is really cool because Kat didn't feel very well, but she still went out and did it because she wanted to raise this money for her friend, and the weather looked amazing. So just congratulations for doing that, Kat. And here is one of her pictures. Isn't that absolutely stunning? That's absolutely amazing. The Yorkshire 3 Peaks Kat ran that, and hopefully some walking as well, because it's really steep. I'd be really impressed if you ran the whole thing. But yeah, Kat Roberts was doing that this weekend, and there's a picture of her on the top of one of the summits there. You go up Pennygent, then Whernside, then Ingleborough on this hike, and it is part of a race. You can do it as a race. It's the last weekend in April every year. Check out my Yorkshire Three Peaks playlist if you want some more information on that as well. And then we had George Moss, who did a nice gentle 13 miles along the Sussex border. And I think I have a photo of him as well. There we go, there's George Moss. So George is just recovering from a hip replacement or hip injury. So that is absolutely fantastic that he has been out doing that. Then another person who's been injured of late is Guy Greatorex. So he has been, let me just get this picture. Oh, no, it's not letting me do that. So he's been injured of late, and he has just started doing some biking again, and he did an indoor run. So his knee was hurting a little bit today, but he thinks he's going to do an outdoor run on Saturday. So this is Guy. You can see him in the bottom right there, and he is arranging our Christmas get-together. So hopefully his knee will be fine by December. So got a couple of months to rehab that guy. I hope it's still going really well. Okay, and then Neil Swift did his first 50-mile race. So it was, and he got a marathon PB too, which is absolutely amazing. But look at that sunset. Like, that's why we do it, isn't it? To get sunsets like that on our runs. So fantastic effort there by Neil. This is brilliant. And then we've got Steve Horton as well. Steve also makes films. So he's recently done the Cardiff 10K for Parkinson's UK, and he's also known on the live chat. He comes in as Purple Running Wales. So if you ever see him on the live chat, that is who he is, Steve Horton. So definitely check out his YouTube channel as well, because he has tons of races. He does a lot around Wales, and he is a really good inspirational character. If you're looking for people on your level who are inspirational, then definitely check out Steve Horton's YouTube channel, Purple Running Wales, and also Adam Nodwell as well. And then we just have one last person who has just recently joined the Facebook group. So we've got Tanya Dunn, who has just joined us very recently, and she's quite new to running, and she has had quite a lot of injuries, but she did Penny Fan the other weekend, and she absolutely loved it. So I need to probably invite Tanya to join our Strava group now, and let her know the rules of the Strava group, which is that you can't leave it as what Strava says, because Strava's so underwhelming, isn't it? It's like morning run, lunch run, evening run. It's like, no, Strava, call it like epic. If it's long, they should have an algorithm that makes it say epic Lake District run or something like that, like something more location based than just time based. I don't know why it's all time based. Like, who cares when you ran it? Like, you care where, don't you? So yeah, so that's just my opinion on Strava. The first rule of Strava is change the thing at the top, as change the title of your run. Something that I have been very guilty of not doing of late, because I haven't uploaded anything to Strava for ages, unless it's automatically done it for me, in which case I'm sorry I haven't changed their names. Great. Okay, so let's read out some of the chat before I show you this film of Rob Jordan. We're just going to do a short live tonight, just because we're going to do a really good proper one next week. So I'm just going to read out some of your comments. Yeah, some people commenting on the sound being bad, so I'll try and change that for next time. There is an option, actually. I could mute. I can mute something or other. See, this is why this is the hard part about YouTube. It's like, you have to also be really good at technical stuff, and I'm not really. I just kind of think stuff should just work. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I've got options here. Maybe in window. No, it's not in there. There was an option to sort of mute yourself while you played video, and that might be what I need to do. But I don't know if I can do that whilst actually being live. So maybe I'll just put some headphones in for that one, and then hopefully that will solve the problem. I have some headphones just here. So I'll do that for the next thing. Okay, that should solve the problem. Okay, so lots of people are doing Lots of people have said congratulations to Pascale, which is absolutely brilliant. And Kev JH suggests that I go on GoFundMe so I can get some PC skills. I kind of got PC skills, but it's just stuff comes up, doesn't it? And you're just like, how on earth do I do that? And you can't really sort it out whilst you're live in front of like 40 odd people. So yeah, bear with. Carl Southgate. So I'll just tell you a little bit about Carl. Carl, if you look on my Instagram and social media from the UTMB, Carl was out there at the UTMB. He's living from his van at the moment, really inspiring stuff. So he's working at like remote hubs in the Alps with amazing views of the Alps and things like that. And then he's going off and doing runs. So me and Carl managed to meet up for a couple of runs when I was doing the UTMB. And so I said to him, do you want to pop on the live broadcast tonight? Because Adam Smith, the rehab person's dropped out. But he's a bit ill tonight. He's got a bit of a cold. So hopefully I'm going to send Carl some questions and he's going to answer them and we can hear from him about his amazing new life, his temporary life, traveling around Europe in his van and running all over the place. So really, really inspiring stuff. So we've got a couple of people that want to lose weight. Some people Guy Greatorex was thinking that last week he's inspired more by people like him than the pros. And yeah, do you know what? When I've asked like Kilian Jornet and Emily Forsberg about who inspires them, they don't say, some amazing athlete. Like they don't say, Sage Canaday or like anyone else. Like I know they're at the top of the game, but they don't say any other pros is what I mean. They always say the people at the back, because they always acknowledge the fact that the people at the back, they're taking twice as long to do that race as them, and they have massive respect for anybody doing that. So they think that all you guys are really inspiring too. They totally agree. So that's fantastic. Cool. Yep, lots of people commenting about who inspires them and the mountains that inspire them. Absolutely fantastic. And John Watt says, can I link to the other people that have YouTube channels? I can put them. If you have a look in the description below the film afterwards, then I'll try and remember to put the links in there. If I don't remember, then please just put a YouTube comment, and the people who I've mentioned will probably link for me, actually. Fantastic. So Kath Evans says, it's lovely to hear what everyone's up to. That's fantastic. Colin Carter says the same. Very happy. Absolutely. Yep, and Rob Jordan totally agrees. It's the people who are there on their feet for 24 plus hours that are the real inspiration. And I really think that too. I think that everybody who is out there just running the race is a total inspiration. And I've just seen like really terrible things happen on Twitter and things like that recently where, the lady who was, she was sort of the face of Parkrun for a while. She was a larger lady. She was called Dawn Nisbet. And she was a really larger lady, but she looked so happy when she was coming across the finish line to finish her first parkrun. She sort of became the figurehead of parkrun being such an accessible, amazing thing for everybody, no matter what your level, no matter where you are on the running journey. And she posted on Twitter a few months ago saying that somebody had just shouted something really awful to her on the run, like you fat beep, like that, which was just really awful. Like, in my opinion, nobody should shout at anybody else in the street, not for any reason apart from to be supportive and just go, yeah, well done, you're running, or just don't shout at people in the street unless you're in a race. No one wants to be shouted at. And so I actually think that people like her, who are running and they don't look like natural runners, I just think they're more inspiring than seeing some kind of leggy thin person lolloping along as if it's really natural and then they're not making any effort at all. I don't find that inspiring at all. I find them working really hard and getting there and achieving their goals. That's what I find really, really inspiring about running. Yep, it's all about the people in the middle of the pack and it's all about the people at the back of the pack. The elites, they're running their own race. So now Talking of people who were at the back of the pack, I want to now speak a little bit about a patron who is very inspiring to all of us. We all agree that he is very inspiring. His favourite thing to say, one of his favourite things to say to me is, if he can do it, then so can everybody else, which is an absolutely fantastic motto to have. So this guy is called Rob Jordan, and he, because I was following Pascale a little bit about her race and getting her to share a few of her training thoughts over several videos over the last month, I thought, well, now Pascale's achieved her goal, I need somebody else to kind of follow, and who better than Rob Jordan, because he's lost 4 stone over the past year through eating better and running has really turned his life around. And so he's made us this little film. His son has edited it, which explains the amusing ending. So I'm going to put my headphones in now in the hope that this will not be echoey. Yeah, so let's have a go. I don't think you'll be able to hear me once these headphones are in. So let us give this a go. No, it's not that one. Okay.
Hello, my name's Rob Jordan and this is How Running Changed My Life. Early December 2017, I sort of went to the diabetic nurse. She advised me to read this book about a low carb program, which I thought, yeah, why not? I'll give anything a go. So I read this book, I started reading it, I started doing the book, and to be honest, the weight sort of dropped off to start with. For the first, well, I did it for a week. The week then, after doing it for a week, my mum went into hospital, and to be honest, by early Christmas she'd passed away, and you know, I was sort of devastated. So I just started eating, drinking. I wouldn't go out the house, I wouldn't go for a walk. I mean, if my wife asked me to go for a walk with a dog, I'd just go, no, I don't feel like it. My skin was in terrible condition, everything. I don't think I'd have been around much longer. But anyway, I'd been sitting in the car because I'd taken my son to school, and I'd been sitting there waiting, and one of Philip's teachers had come out running, and she was training for the Jurassic Coast Ultra, and I was telling her all about these runs around the local area, and I didn't think much of it after that. And then by late July, we went camping at the Regan, and we'd gone through 2 airbeds. Well, I personally had gone through 2 airbeds, burst them with my weight. So on the 10th of August 2018, I decided to change my life, and this is the story of my life. It's quite a pleasant run, and I mean, that's what it's all about, family. So yeah, I recommend anybody start running.
So that was a very amusing ending. If you've seen the patron run where we do a recce of the 10-mile Neem Valley 10-mile route, Rob does this absolutely amazing roll over a hay bale, but he doesn't explode at the end of my film. That was what Rob's son decided to make him do. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight Rob there because he's still on a journey. He says he still wants to lose some more weight. He wants to do loads more races. He's signed up for the Manx Mountain Marathon 30-miler in April, and he's also signed up for the 20-miler of the Neem Valley races in June. So he's just a really active part of the Wild Ginger running community, and I wish him all the best for everything that he wants to achieve over the next few months, because if he can do it, anyone can. And if I know Rob, he can definitely do it. So he's just a massive inspiration, and I hope that you all enjoyed that film. It was kind of like quite heart-wrenching, I thought, and really open as well. Like it takes a lot of courage to open up about these things. And I know that previously we talked about some mental health stuff as well, so I'll try and get an expert in on that as well, and we can all talk about that. And because everybody's got their stories, like anybody can project the most confident image of that they want to the world, but actually there's definitely times for all of us when the going has been tough. Especially when you're trying to do a live broadcast, I find. So it's absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for all your amazing comments as well. I'm just going to put a few comments up there so that I don't know if Rob is watching right now, but when he watches this back, he'll be really happy to see what you guys have said. So yeah, Tim Croft, the guy is a star. Guy Greatorex loves the ending. Everyone thinks it's a cool video. Kath Evans does. Carl Southgate does. Marlo M says respect, bruv. Great movie, says John Watts. Yeah, it was kind of 80s movie cop style, wasn't it? That is really cool. So Abby Norman, again, she's saying, wow, that's an incredible journey, Rob, massive inspiration. Yeah, so now I just want to extend the invitation out to more patrons. I would like to cover more of your stories. I'd like to know if you have come from, down in the depths of despair and then running's turned you around. I want to know if you've lost weight through running. I want to know if you've set yourself an extreme challenge and you've either completed it or you're going to complete it next year. It'd be good to have some more people to follow along this journey now that Pascale's completed her goal. I've got Rob to follow this year, so it would be good to have a lady to sort of balance things out a bit. But anybody, it's good to it's lovely to hear from you in the Facebook group, and I'll just pick out random things from time to time and just put them into my Q&A and just let everybody know how you're getting on. So remember not to post any photos in that Facebook group that you don't want me to broadcast to the world. So if you're in hiding for whatever reason, don't put any photos on the Facebook group because I might share them with the world. And then yes, Rob is actually here, and he says, actually you lot are the stars. Yeah, Rob is super supportive. Like whenever anything goes wrong on the YouTube channel, Rob's always like, it's fine, everyone thinks you're great. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Rob. That's really kind of you. So yeah, Rob is an awesome part of this group, and we wish him all the best on his amazing journey this year. We're going to be following him in my regular film updates, so look out for more from him. So next week I want to tell you what is on the live next week. I want to tell you about what I'm doing not this weekend. I'm having a rest this weekend, and next weekend and the weekend after, and then a couple of days after that. So first of all, next live broadcast is gonna be, well, I want to say definitely, but you never know what's going to happen. But fingers crossed, it's going to be Adam Smith, rehab and injury specialist, all the way from the Lake District. We tried to get him on last Wednesday, didn't quite work out, and now his van got broken down today, so he couldn't join us tonight, and that's why I've had to quickly he told me at 2 p.m, so I have to quickly organise a live broadcast based on all your amazing things that you've been doing, which is actually really cool because it's what Abby Norman and Dave Wilson wanted me to do, so that's really cool. Killed two birds with one stone there. And so yes, he is going to be on next week, and it's brilliant, because there are so many questions from you guys. I've got like tons of questions, so I might not even advertise it again because we're not going to get through all those questions otherwise. But next week, definitely tune in, because Adam Smith is going to be giving us the lowdown on injury, what you can do weekly to prevent it, and what you can do to rehab it if you have got an injury. So definitely tune in next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Then that weekend, I'm going to be at Skyline Scotland, so I am going to be hanging around with the likes of Sage Canaday, and some other people whose names I wrote down and have now completely forgotten because I only just come back from the UTMB. So who else is going to be at the Skyline Scotland? So we have got Meg Mackenzie, all the way from South America. She is also a running coach, so I'm going to be contacting her and hopefully get an interview with her. Debbie Martin-Consani, Helen Elmore, Kerry Wallace, Katie Kaz-Slippergine, and Emily Schmitz might be there, but I did see her at UTMB and I'm sure she said that she wasn't. Okay. Then for the guys, Sage Canaday is going to be there. Stian Angermung Vic is going to be there. He's the guy that likes to cartwheel across the finish line. Really like a good finish like that. Ricky Lightfoot is going to be there. We haven't heard from Ricky for ages. He had a hip injury and he is now, it seems he is back. So Ricky Lightfoot, he is really cool because he is also ginger. And he's the first person that I interviewed when I co-founded Trail Running Magazine. This is 13 years ago now. So, or is it 13 years ago? When did this? Oh, no. 9 years ago. 13 years ago is when I started. So 9 years ago, I spoke to Ricky so the Salomon PR lady was like, oh yeah, he'll only speak to you if you don't call him an elite athlete, because he was embarrassed. So yeah, me and Ricky go back a long way. And the other guys, there's two more guys that I'm hoping to get hold of. Mark Launstein from Switzerland, and also Finlay Wild from, the wilds of Scotland. So I'm going to be contacting all these people prior to ask them if I can interview them, and then I'll be asking them for top tips. So if any of you guys are patrons and you want me to ask any particular questions for top tips, then do get in touch over Patreon and I will see what I can do. And so look out for interviews with all those people and hopefully more. Like maybe Killian's going to turn up, you never know. Maybe Emily Forsberg will turn up, you never know. So I'm going to be trying to get interviews with all of those people, not this weekend, but the weekend after. Then, after that weekend, there is a very exciting weekend going on in Cornwall. So, the National Trust Southwest Outdoors Festival takes place 27th to the 29th of September. It's at Penrose Hall, which is a National Trust property, and there's going to be tons there. There's like mountain biking races, there's going to be probably some rock climbing, those rock climbing walls, the caving things that people take around, and you can do a little kids caving thing. There's going to be trail races, there's going to be a nighttime run as well, there's going to be music, there's going to be food stalls, there's going to be coffee, and there's going to be talks like foraging as well, loads of stuff that you would find in the outdoors. There's probably axe throwing and archery and stuff as well for all the kids. It's really kid friendly, so if you've got kids then definitely then head down there. If you're based in the southwest, absolutely fantastic festival. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's where I'm going to be weekend after next, and then I'm going back to my mum and dad's house. So I'm from Coventry and my mum and dad live near there, and Anna McNuff, who is running currently barefooted the whole length of the UK, she is going to be in Coventry on Tuesday, the 1st of October. So I am putting her up. I just rang Mum, can you put Anna McNuff up? And my mum's like, who's Anna McNuff? And I'm like, oh, she's this amazing lady. She's running barefoot the whole length of Britain. And my mum's like, what? So my mum's a pharmacist, so she's just like she's got the blister plasters and the first aid kit out already in case Anna needs any foot repair. But yeah, so she's staying at my parents' house, and I'm going to run with her on the Tuesday. So I'm going to drive back from Cornwall, or get some kind of train back from Cornwall, and then stay at my parents' house, receive Anna McNuff, and then run with her on the Tuesday. So if anybody else lives in the Coventry, I know Mehul lives in the Leicester area, I know Abby lives in the Birmingham area. I know Abby's already expressed an interest as well. So let me know if you want me to keep you posted, and I can let you know where we're going to be, and we can all run together. That would be really, really cool, because I'm sure Anna would like as much support as she can possibly get running barefoot through Coventry. I have no idea where she's going to run. They haven't asked me for any advice on like how you'd get through Coventry through the parks, which I could perhaps help them with, but maybe nearer the time they'll be asking for information on that one. But yeah, so lots of people. I was just going to check what everyone's writing on the comments. Oh yes, did I say Meg Mackenzie from South America? I'm so sorry. I do actually know she's from South Africa. I was thinking South Africa as I said South America. I'm very sorry. I didn't know she meant South Africa. I've just been on her website for the last half an hour. I definitely knew she was from there. But thanks, Marlo, for checking that. Oh, cool. Damien Hall is running the 10K, Leon Young says. Oh, 10K where? Is that at Southwest Outdoors Festival? I know he's going to be there. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you mean. I'm going to run the half marathon. Aha. So, yes, I'm going to go a little bit further than Damien there. Oh yeah, Guy Greatorex. I've just got Guy's joke. Okay, so Guy says me and my mum will be putting up Barry as well. So Barry is her drop bag. She calls it Barry. I think she calls it Barry Buttercup or something, doesn't she? Like, is he bright yellow or something? Yeah, so Anna's like crazy. She's like so fun. If you just go on her website and read all about the Barefoot Challenge, and then she's got like this list of frequently asked questions, and I was scrolling through them this morning, and she's got like loads of balmy questions that people have obviously asked her, so she's sort of been adding them as she's gone along. And so there's this one question right at the bottom, which is, what on earth does your mother think of this idea? And it's just really funny, her response. You'll have to go onto the website and look at it, because it is really amusing. Like, she just makes you smile, Anna McNuff. You cannot fail to meet her or watch anything with her in, or see any of her social media posts without going, wow, you are really cool. Like, I just think she's awesome. So I'm really, really happy to be running with her, and I'm more than happy to be transporting Barry the drop bag as well. So that is fantastic. Okay, so that's what I'm up to. Hopefully I'll see some of you at the Skyline Scotland, especially those people in Scotland, because a lot of our meetups have been sort of like England based so far. So if anyone is a patron in Scotland and wants to come say hi, I will be busy shoving microphones in people's faces, but I will do my best to come and have a good old chat with you. So come and see me at the Skyline. Definitely come and see me at Southwest Outdoors Festival, because you can probably be in the film. And if anybody is around the Coventry area and wants to run with Anna McNuff, then that would be awesome. And yeah, patron meetup on the 7th of December, organised by Guy Greatorex in Macclesfield, running around Macclesfield's Forest. Really excited about that. Bring your tinsel, bring your Santa hats, and bring the mince pies. And then yeah, running show in January, Manx Mountain Marathon in April, and then other stuff probably will come up between then, but definitely, if you can, check out the Neem Valley races, Saturday the 13th of June, because those are the races that I'm organising in my local area. Fantastic. Oh, that is funny. Guy Greatorex says, Anna was in Stockport Hospital with her bad feet, and her nurses looked at her and said, "Are you homeless?" Oh, poor Anna. Yeah. No, not homeless, just unshod. So we'll just do a little recap on what you could win in the competition, and then I will let you go to your evening. Thank you for all your input as well about the inspiration. It was really cool to see what's been inspiring you so far. And yeah, if you've got any more thoughts about who or what or where or what gear or what races are inspiring you at the moment, then do let me know in the comments below. And definitely, if there's anybody who would like me to follow them over the course of the year, or anybody who thinks I should follow anyone else over the course of the year, like patron-wise, like got Rob Jordan, so it would be good to have another lady to follow throughout the course of the year. If anyone's doing any kind of crazy challenges or just their first something, then it would be wonderful to know. In the competition this month, you could win, if you sign up to Patreon, silver Cross Trail 5 Ultra Head Torch worth £155, some Morton drink mix 320 plus two 500ml bottles worth £50. Woohoo! Then the Jaybird X4 rugged versatility headphones with custom audio, custom fit, and all-day waterproof toughness. Wow, check them out. And no less than this amazing bag from the UTMB itself. So this is the press bag from the UTMB. We've got all our gubbins in here. Oh, hold it that side. That seems to be better. And it's a backpack and a duffel. It's 22 litres and it is worth £100. Woo, it's big. And then there's a couple of second and third prizes. Second prize is this rather nice Jaybird hat. Don't you all want a piece of that? That's the second prize, and the third prize is these little energy sachets that the Petzl guys gave me after the Petzl tour. If you've not seen any of the UTMB footage, then definitely go to my UTMB playlist and have a look, because it was absolutely amazing there, and I really want to go back. Really want to organise a training camp there for us next year, but more on that as I actually get around to organising it. Just really, really busy, like right now, this month, and then, yeah, like basically till the end of September. And then I've just remembered I'm writing a book about how to start trail running, and I haven't written any of it since about June. So I'm going to really have to knuckle down because the deadline is the 1st of January. So I need to get writing the book again. So yeah, next few weekends are going to be mad with more races, but then I'll have loads of footage to edit throughout the winter, and then we'll start again with the race season, probably April the 11th. That will be the start of my going away for mad weekends again. So yes, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for putting up with the myriad sound issues that always seem to happen on the live. I probably will get a hang of it one day. And yes, thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic to chat to you and to share all the patron stories with you. Keep them coming. I love seeing them in the Facebook group. I love seeing all the Strava stuff in the Strava club, and yeah, just keep chatting to me on social media, and keep your comments coming in the YouTube comments below as well, because they are always fantastic to read. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I've been Claire, and this is Wild Ginger Running YouTube channel. Join Patreon for more perks and competitions, and to support the channel in general if you're a super nice person. Cool. Okay. Night, everybody. Have a great run. Have a great run this weekend. Woo.